Hi everyone, it's Wednesday. It's time for News 2 Gives Back, and I'm meteorologist Marcus Bagwell. News 2 Gives Back is brought to you by Nashville Subaru in partnership with Goldstone Financial Group. Well, today is September the 11th, and 23 years ago, our nation had a significant tragedy, and one that if you were around that time, you will never ever forget. And this is the day that we want to remember and recognize, Patriot Day. We want to remember those lives that were lost, but also those that continue to fight for our freedom each and every day. We are in Smyrna, and we are here at the 45th Civil Support Team of the National Guard. I have two fine gentlemen here that I want to introduce you to, Lieutenant Colonel Commander Trey Robertson, and then also Sergeant First Class Operations NCO Joshua Burrell. Thank you both so much for taking time to join us. I want to come back and talk about 9/11 here in just a moment, but first, tell us about what your specific group is and what you all do.
Okay, so this is the 45th Civil Support Team. We work in conjunction with other agencies, local and federal. And what we do is if there's any chemical, radiation hazard or anything like that, we get called out by those guys, or we're called out by the emergency responders. We go in there, we identify whatever that might be. We assist, we advise, and we help them figure out how to push the ball down the road.
Okay, awesome, awesome. And we'll come back and talk about more about your support team in just a moment, but Mr. Burrell, let me ask you about 9/11. It was a significant day, a day that many of us remember where we were and whatnot. Tell us about what you remember from that day, and in or little as much detail as you would like to share, to tell us about what you had to do after that event took place.
So I had just gotten out of the United States Marine Corps, and I remember I was at home. People called me and told me to turn the news on, and I did. And saw the events take place. Shortly after that, I joined the Army National Guard so that I could go and support my country and support a 9/11.
Absolutely. What about for you?
For me, it was a little bit different. I had just come off active duty Air Force. I joined the Tennessee National Guard. I was working a night shift that night. I got a call from my mom. I was actually asleep when it happened. My mom called me, told me to turn on the TV. From that point on, it was a little bit different for us. So, several deployments and everything after that.
Absolutely, and they can only share so much because they did some intel things and things that only they can only know, which is important. We want to definitely honor that. But we thank you both for what you all did and what other members did too to help keep America safe during that particular time. It means a lot, and it's the reason why we still have the freedom that we still have ongoing for today. Tell us about the type of training that's needed to be a part of this team. What all goes into it? I'm assuming it even starts probably at a much younger age, coming up into the military ranks. Is that correct?
That's correct. We don't typically take people just right off the street. People have to kind of earn their spot on this team. And then once they get here, we go through about 650 hours of individual training with each person. So that's through DOJ and EPA and everybody else. So to get on this team, to serve on this team, it's quite a heavy lift.
Sergeant Burrell, where are some of the places that you served, if you're able to share, and what was it like being in those different places across the country and even the world?
You mean for 9/11 or for this team?
For this team and where you've been in your ranks.
I've been to Iraq twice on this team. I've been to Saipan, Guam, Albuquerque, anywhere from the lower part of the country all the way up to the upper eastern part of the country. So, we support wherever we can. We train wherever we can, nationwide. Like I said, Saipan, Guam, Puerto Rico, all those.
All right, great. And y'all help with natural disasters. So how do people get in touch with you all as far as requesting your services? What is the way to go about that?
So there's a couple different ways. Way one would be to work with their emergency management agencies, their local ones. That will then funnel into the Tennessee Emergency Management. From there, they will call us out. The only other way is like if you're an emergency manager, you can call me or my DEPCO directly, and then we'll start working through the TEMA to get folks out.
Okay, all right, sounds good. Well, we just want to thank you so much. We are so glad to recognize you all today. Thank you so much for your service throughout the years, and then every day ready to go at a moment's notice for our country and for our region that we live in here in the state of Tennessee. They are always ready 24/7 in case there is a significant event, whether it's a natural disaster, whether that's any sort of incident that's going to involve the freedom here in the United States. These are people that we want to recognize, along with first responders, fire people, police officers, everyone that is playing a big role in keeping you safe each and every day. This is a day to recognize them, and also to never forget what happened in America back on September 11th, 2001. We brought them lunch today, all provided by Nashville Subaru in partnership with the Goldstone Financial Group, and we hope you have a good rest of your Wednesday.